We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 61 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Undercut. Watch 18.
Brady now to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Ted, wait, 20, 50 to Mike, 50. Check it, reload. I got you. Jim, hold 50. Slam. Wait, 28.
To throw again, Brady. complete to Watson, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big time.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Darnold down to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check. Check. 52's the mic. You're trash.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, check it. Rip.
On first down, Brady. Got Gordon open, completes it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters. He just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On play action, now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he
Wait, that's 53!
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Mike 50. Hey, let's get it. 72. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them come?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. pick six, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. 72. 51 smooth. Crunch time, defense. Shadow.
Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Brady to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. It's a big run that time by Bell. 61 yards that time on the ground.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point safely through, and a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Focus, defense, focus. 51 to Mike. 51 to alert. It's on field. It's on field. Check it.
Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's White. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 39, Brady. He's got White here. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Goal 50. Hey, exit. Check the out.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That one good for 33 and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Brady, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw, it's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
29. Alpha. He's scared. 36. 72. Regular. Ozzie.
On second and goal. Brady, and it's caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Watch safety creeping. Regular.
Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll go again with Bell. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
We're going to start. 52. Watch the backer, watch the backer. No, lady. My 52, my 52. Come to my work.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 22-yard line.
Mike by 2. The lady, watch the sled. 52 is the mic right here over there.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Hey, check it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, check it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go, D.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady, he's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First down, New England.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Go. Go.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up second down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice him.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, Delta. Block 52. 52's the mark. Here we go.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he fires here's one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha. Let's go, baby, they turn over, get that ball. Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Yo, lady, 56 is the mic.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 63 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
Here's Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56 the mark, boy. Hey, orbit.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That throw by Brady incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Brady's throw there complete. 7 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ozzy. 72. Check. Hey, 66. Shadow.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go, no, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
You got nothing. Hey, Charlie, 72.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Brady now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this will be